Hello, Pisces. How are you guys? Thank you so much for being here, for showing up, for returning, if that is the case. Today we have a monthly reading for you. This is for May 2026, Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus sign. Okay, so let's see what comes up for you, and always use your intuition as these are general readings. Okay, so let's get started and see what is going on for you. And as I shuffle this card, I'll invite you to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, helping me grow and pass these messages to more people out there. So let's get started, Pisces, and see what is the energy. Sexuality is coming up. Base chakra, so your root chakra. Let's see if, oh, we have guidance. Okay. But anything else here? Anything else? Oh, the sun and the moon and the earth. Wow. Okay, let's see. Three cards here with your chakra insight. So let's see what kind of chakras are activating more for the month of May. So we have this first root chakra with sexuality, sorry, connecting with your energy here, with sexuality here. Okay, so this is about sacral chakra. Keywords here: openness, sharing, beauty, honor. Number 13. So there could be some big transformation coming from within. Okay, connecting with yourself, connecting with who you are, accepting who you are exactly for who you are, not for who people assume you are. Okay, so we're talking a huge transformation here. We're talking about this openness to the beauty of life from your own eyes. This is beautiful because it feels like it comes from your own eyes, not from the eyes of a child that was hurt or that was told you must not do this or that, especially if you are a female, like you need to behave, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, if you come from this type of generation, right? um and if you are a boy, you must not cry. Sorry, you are not allowed to cry, you are not allowed to show emotion. So, and what I see here with this sexuality card is the completely opposite of that. Is that yes, men suffer, yes, men are also victims, not just women, right? So we have everything here is coming up. Everything that was hidden, that was suppressed, is coming up. And everything that was impressed, that doesn't belong to you, is released. So this is beautiful. This is a beautiful energy. When a pipe is blocked, and when you do the right thing, or a plumber goes there and do the right thing, right? And the water starts flowing again, right? It's just the natural cycle returns. And that's what I'm feeling here, a natural cycle returning to life, something that has been hidden for quite some time. And it's interesting because I'm looking at this 13, and I could be talking to people that this started, this block, this all of that started potentially at the age of 13, 12, 13 for some of you. Okay, just another message that came out there, right? We also have base chakra, so we're talking about your root chakra, your base chakra, your ground, your connection, your feeling protected, secure, safe, right? All of that energy is coming very strong. You see, there's a lot of redness here, right? So it's that heat. Now, this heat can turn into feeling safe or into feel endangered, right? Into feel I am secure, or I am never secure. Again, we're talking about a lot of patterns that, you know, you could be working on in May, or the work that you have already been doing will be revealed to you throughout the month of May, where you become this whole new version of you, which is absolutely beautiful, right? We also have number 47 here with this crown chakra associated here, and we have guidance. Now this is beautiful because we have the tree of life here, right? And there's a centeredness, there's the sun, and there's the moon. So the guidance comes from everywhere. Comes from the earth, comes from the divine masculine, comes from the divine feminine. Everything, like nothing ever stops, right? It's going into the void. This is such a beautiful card here. Sorry, I was saying this is such a beautiful card because it shows that you are one with the all, right? You are one with the earth and with everything that it is, right? That you are affected by the heat of the sun and you are affected by the emotions and the coolness of the moon, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, the all, and that we are here in this earth, right? And that everything comes from really rooted, right? Because you see this beautiful tree, but before it became a beautiful tree, it just had to strengthen its roots really under it, right? So we are all one. This is such a beautiful reading. There's just so much um, understanding and the guidance as well, right? All the signs, all the synchronicities, all the direction, all the it was necessary for you to go through all of this so that you could understand who you really are and taking charge of who you are in this world, right? So wow, this is so beautiful just to start with the chakras. Now let's dive into the mermaids here. Mermaids talk about love, about healing, about self love, self worth, nurturing the self, relationships of all kind, including romantic. So we start here with the card number 11, sacrifice. What else for Pisces, please? What else for Pisces from the mermaids? Thank you. Anything else? No. Okay. And we have experiments. Wow. So definitely coming really from the dark, the shadow, right? Really going within, and that's normal on Pisces, right? They need to go deep, deep, deep to understand who am I, what am I doing here, who am I spiritually, what is my identity, who am I beyond this name and this physical body. So all of that, it's coming up very strong through this reading today. So we have sacrifice here. There are those worth making, there are those that will destroy you. Now the two cards are very dark, okay, so that's why I'm talking about the depths of things, which resonate with the colors of this one as well, right? We have experiments here, manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, arrogance. Now, it's interesting because you have 11 and 33, okay? So 1133 can be important to you. We also have 113, so there's a lot of, and 47 reduces to an 11 as well. So there's a lot of synchronicities here coming up in this reading. If you've been looking for synchronicity, been looking for confirmations, I can guarantee you this is your reading, right? So these two cards come up here giving me the sense of you had to go through this sort of sacrifice and you had to go through these experiments to understand what is being manipulated and what is manipulated for the highest good or when it's not for the highest good, okay? When someone is taking advantage of you, when someone is actually helping you. So it could have been a really hard time for you recently, in the last recent years, I would even say, but it's all coming to an end. That's what I'm feeling here. But let's dive into the tarot and see what else comes up for Pisces. So let's start by looking, what are you leaving behind? Maybe we'll clarify a little bit more of all this energy. What are the blessings? What's been activated for you during this month? What is the advice? And finally, the outcome for you. Okay. So let's start by, most importantly, what are you leaving behind? King of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Death card. Definitely closing doors with the past. Definitely closing doors with the situations where I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to rest, right? Tiredness, feeling feeling breathless, I'm hearing, feeling that everyone, powerless. There's a lot of energy, very, very strong here. Just want to clarify this before we dive in. Yes, Five of Wands, a lot of competition. People always trying to compete with you, criticize, take you down. Always, you do something and they only see the negative side of it. My God, the moon is here, right? What are you leaving behind? All this uncertainty and ten of Pentacles here. It's giving me the sense as well of leaving a place that is stable, but not for you. It is stable for other people, for the people they like to leave, uh, gossiping, complaining, doing all of that. The low vibration, it's great for them. It's beautiful, but not for you, Pisces, because the Pisces that I'm connecting here today, these are the people that is like, you know what? I'm going to work on myself because I know there's something much better in life. There's something much bigger. I'm not here just to work and to accept people taking me down, not being able to be myself, not being able to open, not being able to um, accept my sexuality as it is as well, right? So let's look into your activations, your blessings. Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, shining your light. Yes, and the Ace of Swords, speaking up, truth being revealed to you. There's a lot of blessings here, and this feels like you have been, the Hermit is like, I know this is true. I know what I'm feeling is right. I know what I'm feeling is true. And boom, the truth comes out. We could be even talking about some person in your surroundings, in your community, that you feel like this person is so mean, and it's gonna be revealed. You don't have to do anything, because by that time you're already gone, right? You are already gone. And what are the blessings? True people, honest people. This could even be an emperor coming into your life. I kind of feel this could be someone coming into your life that is reliable. Now, this doesn't have to be an employer, but it could also be someone that is way more balanced, right? Because you have the Two of Pentacles here. Is way more balanced. This is a person that speaks the truth. This is a person that, understands you for who you are, supports you, guides you as well, if need be. A person that is completely different, right? It's coming from, it feels like a different galaxy, right? It's like, where did this person come from? Where was he or where was she? Because I haven't found this person for such a long time, because you needed to go through all of this to understand where you belong and where you don't belong, right? So we're talking now about your advice. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Clarifying this, we have Ace of Swords once again, and the advice it's coming to you. Eight of Wands, a lot of communications is coming up to you. So take the messages, take the information, because I see a lot of communication coming up from places you didn't see coming, right? So the answers could actually come from ancestrals, from birds, from communicating with that, right? Birds bring us a lot of energy, a lot of messages. So start paying attention to that. And it's not just because you're in traffic you can't pay attention. Like lately I'm driving and there's just one pigeon and another bird and then a magpie, and I'm like, what is going on here? And storks, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of messages coming in. Can you send me one at a time, please? Right? And it's just sometimes it can even turn overwhelming, the amount of energy, the amount of messages that want to come in, because at that time your mind is calm because you're just focusing on one thing, and there's all these messages that want to come in. So try to do that when you're not driving. Okay, try to do that when you're doing something abstract, whether you're walking in nature, whether you're working out, I don't know, you name it, reading a book, right? So that's just to say that the advice here is stay open, connect. Let's say, for example, you can't sleep at night. get into this meditative mode, right? Put a frequency or something. Or don't put your mind very busy. A lot of people is like, oh, I can't sleep, I'm gonna go on to doom scrolling, right, on social media and all of that. Don't do that, because these are messages that want to come to you, and that's when your mind is calm, that they can just be downloaded, right? So let's look into the outcome for you. The world, something is really well done here. Yes, you're done. You're done. The world, Five of Swords and Seven of Swords. Completely turning away from situations and people that don't serve. Look at that. She's gone. She's absolutely gone. She's not even looking. She's not even bothered about what they're doing, what they're not doing, what they're saying or not saying. It just doesn't matter to me anymore, because my vibration is at a different level of yours. Yes. Three of Wands, the Star, and finally the Seven of Wands. It's just, it's not important anymore. Something here, this could be someone, a group of people. It's not that the people are not important, but they were part of a different vibration, right? That you are today. You are in a whole different vibration right now. What did I tell you about nighttime connecting as above, so below, messages receiving here? So pay attention to that, okay? It, you're done with this part of the past. And you could still be in that environment, but energetically you're not that anymore. And just going to happen that, it's just going to be a result of you getting out of there, the universe just taking you out of there, because you learn and you're just out of there. That's it. I'm done. See you later. Bye bye. Thank you very much, because taking that ownership, like, yes, I was connected with this type of vibration, and these people are part of this type of vibration. So I'm ready to go to the new ones, right? So let's just see here a final advice from this beautiful deck. So we have divination and haunted. Yes, of course. So number 14 here, take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections, I guided by light. I'm telling you, there's messages coming up at nighttime. If you are having sleepless nights, pay attention to that. This reading could be a guide for you, right? Because we have someone here reading the cards there. I mean, if you want to dive deep, do check description box below to understand a little bit more about that, right? And then we have haunted with number 21. The breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet. The creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone when in the company of hauntings within bone. This really feels like there's a lot going on around you, physically and spiritually, right? There could be a lot of beings trying to connect. If you are open to that, if you're not, just say, I'm not open to that, right? I don't accept that. Okay. But we could also be talking about some sort of energy in the place where you are right now, that it's sort of repelling to you. So ask for help, right? Ask your angels, your ancestors, all of that, to help you move forward, to help you evolve, to help you raise your vibration so that you can move towards the next level, okay? Because you're more than happy, you're more than ready for that to happen. It's just working on your gratitude for everyone that it's been, on your journey up to now, and being open to the next that it's coming up, right? So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, have a great day. Take care.